Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Vietnam Stock Market's Opportunities. It's an honor to be with you today. And if you want to open a legal trading account, please contact us with the email Vietnamstockmarket.entry at gmail.com. Telegram Vietnamstockmarket.entry with the phone number is 8491-432-6556. Or you can also scan the two QR codes on the screen so that we can support you. And the other way to contact with us is please follow and subscribe the channel name, Areca Capital Channel. The owner of this YouTube channel is Areca Nguyen. She is a personal financial advisor and a Viet Capital Securities stockbroker manager. You can contact her with the email home.nguyen@vcsc.com.vn with the phone number is +8491-432-6556. We always welcome you to our office on the 11th floor, 119 Đạo Street, Hoàn Kiếm District, Hà Nội, Vietnam. And the purpose of this video is to update you about VPB, Vietnam Prosperity Joint Stock Commercial Bank is a Vietnam-based commercial bank with a 50% ownership of consumer finance company P Credit. PE Credit contributed around 21% to the consolidated loan book in 2021. And on the screen, this is the report which was collected by Viet Capital Securities about VP Bank on the 7th December 2022, with the current price is 16,900 Vietnam dong. Target price 27,000 Vietnam dong. Last target price 30,000 Vietnam dong. Well positioned to deal with current headwinds. We maintain our buy rating for VP Bank, but decrease our target price by 10% to 27,000 Vietnam dong per share due to one, a cut in our target PB multiple from 1.85 times to 1.50 times, and two, an increase in our cost of equity from 13% to 15.6%, which are partly offset by three, a 4.3% aggregate increase in our projected 2022 to 2026 forward net profits after tax, and four, the positive impacts of rolling our target price for reason forward to end 2023 forward. We decrease our 2022 forward net income by 3.6% to 20.2 trillion Vietnam dong, $815 million plus 76% year off year, compares to our previous forecast as a result of one, a 0.5% decrease in our net interest income forecast, and two, 6.8% increase in our provision charge assumption that outweighed three, a 6.3% increase in net other interest income. We model for a private placement of 1.19 billion primary shares to our foreign strategic investor to amass a 15% stake in mid-2023 forwards. Downside risks failure to secure a strategic investor would make our projected increases in offshore funding credit growth harder to achieve. Failure to contain credit costs, especially at PE credit. VP Bank is one of the most active banks in our coverage in raising offshore funding. In November, VPB raised $650 million via an offshore syndicated loan facility with terms of 3 to 5 years, in which $100 million is qualified as Tier 2 capital. In 2022, VPB has raised around $1.25 billion of offshore loans. We estimate that interbank foreign currency denominated borrowings accounted for 7% of the bank's total consolidated interest earnings process in Q3 2022, and that this will increase to around 10% by year-end 2022, which would be the second highest level in our coverage, only after TCB. We expect these offshore loans to support VPB's funding cost via reducing the pressure on the bank to attract long-term customers, deposits, and issue costly valuable papers to support its medium and long-term funding. We believe VP Bank will continue to receive preferential credit quotas in the future. VP Bank's current credit quota is 30%, which is the highest in our coverage. We believe VP Bank's advantage is receiving preferential credit quota will continue in the future given its one, strong capital, two, involvement in supporting a quick credit institution, and three, commitment in financing loans that aim to support social development. We expect higher pressure on credit cost in the next 2 years. We expect current liquidity issues surrounding corporate bonds and real estate could have a negative impact on assets quality as VPB is a bank relatively high exposure to these segments. In addition, recent rate hikes could also affect borrowers' payment ability, especially in consumer finance. Therefore, we take a conservative approach and increase our forecast for aggregate provision expenses in 2022 to 2026 forward by 9.5%. However, we think that well-capitalized bank like VP Bank will be able to cope with upward pressure on credit costs from the currently unfavorable economic conditions. And now let's take a look on the screen through the key figures of VP Bank. Figure 1, net interest margin and net interest income in 2019 and 2024 forwards. Figure 2, TOI components, provision expenses, and PBT as percent of TOI. Valuation. We utilize two valuation methodologies in estimating our target price, assigning equal weighting for the residual income method and target PB multiple. We maintain our buy rating for VPB, but decrease our target price by 10% to 27,000 Vietnamdong per share due to 1, a cut in our target PB multiple from 1.85 times to 1.50 times, and 2, an increase in our cost of equity from 13% to 15.6%, which are partly offset by 3, a 4.3% aggregate increase in our projected 2022 to 2026 forward net profits after tax, and 4, the positive impact on rolling our target price for region forward to the end 2023 forward. Our higher bottom line forecast mainly follow from 1, a 2.2% increase in aggregate net interest income due to increase our average 2022 to 2026 forward parent bank credit growth from 7 17.7% to 21.5%. And two, a 12% increase in aggregate net other interest income, which are partly offset by a 9.5% increase in aggregate provision expenses due to our assumption of higher credit costs arising from higher NPL formation. Figure 9, valuation summary, rating by history of recommendations, closing prices and target prices, closing prices. Financial statements. Yeah, and that's bring me to the end of my presentation about VP Bank. Hope this video and some informations are useful for you. And if you want to open a legal trading account, don't be hesitate to contact with us with the information on the screen so that we can support you. Thank you for listening and see you next time.